Hello everybody and welcome to another video based on Project Red Reboot, my next PC build for 2018. So what I've decided to do is that I'm going to reveal each part as I get them. So what I was going to do is post this on forums, just say, oh, now I've got this part, or I've now got this part. I'd rather do it on YouTube because I get to share with other people who are also like-minded, I guess, and go from there. So just a quick recap, the processor I'm going with is an AMD Ryzen 1800X. Hopefully that'll give me good overclocking potential. And the motherboard I've gone for is the Asus Crosshair 6 Hero, which is part of their Republic of Gamers line, and hopefully again this will give good compatibility, and plus also it will give me some RGB lighting. It's only going to give subtle RGB lighting, which actually I prefer. And speaking of RGB, this is the RAM I've got. So I was doing a lot of research on different types of DIMMs that are available for a DDR4, I guess. That just sounds like Dance Stars Revolution. Don't question that. But anyway, I was looking at RAM that's compatible, much more compatible rather, with Asus motherboards, and I came across this one because it does, according to their website, according to Asus and even the manufacturer of this RAM, they do say it's compatible with Aura Sync, even though you can use the other software to control it. And that one is Corsair's Vengeance RGB memory modules. Now, when I was actually looking for these RAM modules in particular, they actually had two different versions, and the version I have here is actually optimized for, if you can see it there, AMD. So in case you're actually wondering about the product codes that you need to know if you're picking up this type of RAM, this particular one is CMR16, which denotes the amount that you get. I've got 16 gigs of memory here. GX4M2Z, the Z represents the AMD side, so that represents Ryzen, because this particular RAM is compatible best with AM4 platforms. 3200, which is the speed, in this case it's 3200 megahertz, and C16, which is the CAS latency. Now, if the Z said C instead of Z, so if that product code said a C instead of the Z, the C will stand for the fact that it's more compatible with Intel-based platforms, whereas the Z is more AMD side of things. And I went with the Vengeance one in particular because I think you can get some pretty good customization out of the RGB lighting on here, even though G-Skill RAM and most other memory on the market can give you better lighting customization, where they have like about 5 addressable LEDs. This only has 1, and to be honest, I actually prefer that, and it does actually look like, according to what I've seen in some videos, the actual LEDs are quite bright, so it will shine through on the system quite nicely. And yeah, as I said, this will work with Corsair Lynx software for RGB control, or it will work with Asus Aura Sync. So that's that one. And now I'm going to get on to storage. Well, when I say storage, I mean one of the storage solutions I will be using. Again, I was doing a lot of research on what's going to be the best storage solutions for this type of system, and what I would like to do is go with an all SSD system. So no mechanical spinning hard drives, nothing inside the system that can create too much noise, I guess. So I went with SSDs as they're nice and, well, quiet because there's no moving parts. For the boot drive, however, I wanted absolute speed, regardless. Just in case you're wondering, I have actually been using a Samsung I think it's an 840 or an 850 Evo SSD in this one, 250 gig, absolutely rock solid. Highly recommend Samsung SSDs, by the way. Hopefully this will be improved with this version that I'll be using. This is the 960 Evo M.2 NVMe SSD. Try saying that on one breath. So this will obviously utilise the M.2 slot on my motherboard. This will give me really good performance. This is 256 gigs. I actually bought it on sale on Overclockers again. It's 110 quid for an M.2 SSD. That is excellent value for money. So it's slowly coming together, this whole build. And just so you know as well, the case, I have now finally made a decision upon that, and I'll actually get into my decision on the case when I receive it tomorrow morning. While I'm here, actually, I've been thinking about how I'm going to go about the build video for this new system. Because when I did this one, Project AYU, I still don't know why I called it that name to this day, I did a time-lapse video to music, even though the music I chose wasn't, let's just say it wasn't friendly with certain YouTube aspects, I guess, but what can you do? I thought it sounded alright. What can I say about that? But I've been thinking about how I'm going to go about this one. Because do I do the same thing again and do a time-lapse build of how it all went and hopefully the time I take with this one, and again do it to music, but hopefully music that's more, I was going to say, let's just say compatible with YouTube more, let's say that. Do I just do the build as it happens, no time-lapse, just me talking random bollocks, I guess, as I actually do the build as it happens, and do like individual parts of what I'm doing and where I'm going up to and what I've done off camera, what things and this, that, the other, whatever. Or, and I don't know if it's going to work too well, but do I do it live? So, time-lapse, no time-lapse, live. How do I go about it? If you think I should do it live, let me know in the comments. If you think I should do a time-lapse, let me know in the comments. Or if you think I should do a multi-part long video, you know the drill, let me know in the comments. So anyway, that's the part so far. Expect me to talk about the case tomorrow, and I'll be have a happy new year. If you don't hear from me, that is. You'll hear from me tomorrow. You'll definitely hear from me tomorrow. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Bye.